business professor had some information on a career day at the Hilton in Chicago. And I went down there, and one of the companies that I had talked to was Northwestern Mutual. And I kept the information and communicated with a few people. And then lo and behold, I think my first Northwestern Mutual policy that I purchased was from one of my fraternity brothers here in Holland, Gary Holvik. I had met with John Myerd and Larry Overbeek, and we talked and went through some testing, and from that point forward, January of 1975, I started my career. Getting lifetime membership into the $1 Million Roundtable, and within the first 10 years of my career. I know the production qualifications are different today than what they were back then, but that was probably one of the highlights. And then, John Myerd had, back then, he had a 5 Lives Club, and I had consistently achieved that every month. And doing the pacemaker, I mean, that was always a big deal to win or get your pacemaker award. If I wasn't doing something else, I was always working. I mean, I worked into the evening for years, and so I could take time to do these other things when the time allowed. But I would say most of the time, I mean, I just had a very strong work ethic, and I had certain objectives that you wanted to accomplish, and so I really didn't do anything else but focus on those objectives. An ability to just continue to work when most of the other people didn't want to work. I can remember being in the office on majority of the time by myself, just working, and nobody else was around. Early on, if I was a young agent again, the one thing I would do is study and get educated about your business, the products that you have, the things that you have the ability to offer, and know them just like you snap your fingers. I mean, you know it right on the back of your head. It's always there in the tip of your tongue, so you can talk intelligently to people, and then work at getting your professional designation, and then learn your competition. Know what your competition is doing, because you're going to be running into people all the time that are going to be trying to, get into your business, and having that knowledge helps you circumvent those types of problems. I never really did was bring my business home. Especially once I had children, they became the most important things to me, and I would be spending time with them, not talking about business. I mean, I always spent time with the kids, and whether it was vacations or sports activities, I always went to their events. I think the number one thing for me has been so self-fulfilling is the gratification that I've gotten knowing you were doing the right thing, even though people question you along the way. And I was always steadfast in my thoughts about, I knew that we were doing the right thing. And after all these years, you look back and there's no question in my mind the value that we bring to the table in helping people realize their financial objectives.